Good evening. A special teams nightmare for Michigan State leads to a hyper version of Tom Allen IU hasn't seen in 2 seasons. That's a story in a moment, but first, the Big Ten West title chase. Purdue enters today tied for first place with 4 teams deadlocked at 4-3 in conference play. Into the game, 6-4 Boilers and 1-9 Northwestern. Purdue quarterback Aiden O'Connell, 6 interceptions over his past 3 games. Today, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Charlie Jones with his 11th TD catch of the season. Now 4 minutes before the half, 7-3 Boilers O'Connell. Payne Durham, just 2 catches. That one makes it 14-3 going into the intermission. Northwestern's Cole Freeman, only 9 completions and 78 passing yards on the day. This pick 6 is called back due to excessive celebration. The Boilers can high step to this final score 17-9 with a win in the bucket game next Saturday in Bloomington, and an Iowa loss to Nebraska. Then Purdue would win the Big Ten West. Meanwhile, IU on the road at Michigan State. Hoosiers quarterback Dexter Williams making his first collegiate start. Fourth quarter, IU down 7. Josh Henderson, it's 31-all. Warm up Ben Patton. Listen, Patton, there's only one number left. You are wearing 93 this season. 2 seconds left, 22 yards. Patton, Tom Allen, overtime mode engaged. In overtime, Patton back out for a 28-yarder to take a 3-point lead. Mel Tucker's special teams unit will be shoveling the snow this evening. IU's Charles Campbell can win it with this chip shot, but that was blocked by 3 defenders. Tom Allen, double overtime mode engaged. Opening play in double OT. Williams, A.J. Barner, first play, first and goal. Next play, Shivers touchdown, 2-point conversion, good. IU up 8. Michigan State, 4th down, need to get 3. Peyton Thorne goes for 6 points. Tom Allen, get on the dance floor because that's a win. 39-31, IU's largest comeback victory since 2003. And it's not Buffalo, but touchdown Jesus orders up. This scene in South Bend showed up in the second half between 18th ranked Notre Dame and Boston College. However, Boston College did not show up for the first half. The Eagles had 5 total turnovers. The Irish tallied 37 in the opening 2 quarters and put up points on all 7 offensive possessions. 44-0 is the final. Notre Dame takes on the 7th ranked USC to close the season. Moving to the NFL, get you some earplugs for the opening shot of Jeff Saturday on the Lucas Oil Jumbotron just before kickoff tomorrow afternoon. No hard feelings there, Frank Reich. Saturday simply the stories surrounding this game that, remember, involve an 8-1 team favored at the moment to make the Super Bowl out of the NFC. If the Eagles manage to slow down Jonathan Taylor, Saturday's home debut may be in trouble. Stopping the run, the top concern for former Colts offensive coordinator Nick Sirianni in his return to Indy as head coach of the Eagles. Colts linebacker Zaire Franklin and corner Isaiah Rodgers remain questionable with illnesses. Saturday is beyond happy to be in this position.
Oh man, I'm excited. Yeah, but you just bringing it up brings a smile to my face because I haven't thought about it. But man, every time I come back here, whether it was 2 weeks ago with Bone and walking out with him and the guys, that's different, man. I mean that home, I love it. So I'm definitely excited about it.
To the NBA, the Indiana Pacers had Thanksgiving off to relax and regroup after a disappointing loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves on Wednesday. That loss snapped a 5-game win streak, but the blue and gold could start another streak tonight as the struggling Brooklyn Nets return to the Fieldhouse. Last Pacers home game before a 7-game road trip, Nets leading by 12 in the first half. Pacers slowly chipping away. Buddy Hield with a fantastic 3. Just wow, off the turn. Pacers trailed by 8 at half. Game tied in the 4th. Benedict Mathurin pulls the same move off the throw-in for the lead. Pacers by 3. Mathurin finishes with 20 points. Pacers then go on a run after that. Hield drains the 3 to make this a 10-point game. Hield led the blue and gold with 26 points, and Pacers pull off another miraculous fourth quarter comeback and beat the Nets 128-117. Qualifying on the road course, current season points leader Will Power Tied with Mario Andretti for the most pole positions in IndyCar history, 67 the record. Almost went down today. Power, a minor miscue late. He starts third tomorrow. His Team Penske teammates Joseph Newgarden and Scott McLaughlin decide the pole. Newgarden just 3 points off of Power overall, pushes off second. McLaughlin nabs his third career P1.
We know the rules. We're Penske drivers. We know that when we get employed, what we need to do. When the team wins, we all win. And for me, I've just got to focus on what I'm doing. If I can be at the front and take points off others winning the race, that's exactly what we want to do. So, but yeah, until I'm mathematically out of it, I want to keep going hard and keep trying to win races.
I'm Colin Craig, and thank you all so much for watching tonight. Have a great night. It's one of the best days of the year for basketball fans. The 2023 NBA Draft is finally here, and we are here at the Pacers practice facility. Now, the Pacers this year have the 7th and 26th overall picks in the first round of this year's draft. Who knows what's going to happen with those picks, but Pacer Nation is eager to find out who their new rookies will be. In their last game before the All-Star break, the Indiana Fever took on the New York Liberty today, mounting a 20-point comeback capped off by Aaliyah Boston, hitting a buzzer-beating three, sending it to overtime. Now, despite the tough loss, the Indiana Fever have a lot of positives to take from this game. The Indianapolis Colts have completed their first day of training camp here at Grand Park. With the new season on its way, all eyes will be on the battle for who the next starting quarterback will be. Another successful day of training camp here with the Indianapolis Colts. The real question is, what is going to happen with Jonathan Taylor, and will he re-sign with the team? It's the calm before the storm here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway during the last day of qualifying as teams compete that are in the top 12. Now, AJ Foyt has both of his racers in the top 12 this year as they compete for a top 6 spot against his biggest competitors, Arrow McLaren and Chip Ganassi Racing, as AJ Foyt tries to take his team to victory circle. Returning to the number 44 Honda this year is Catherine Legg. Now, it's been over 10 years since Catherine Legg has raced in this race, but she is the 9th woman to ever do it out of 107 runnings, and she looks to capitalize on this great spectacle this year.
I got you here. Play with tempo. Get me to the wing.
Riley Shellhammer is no ordinary 13-year-old basketball player. She's one of the best in the state of Indiana, which also means she is getting trained by one of the best, former Indiana Miss Basketball, Courtney Delks.
She just puts the work in, and when you put the work in when nobody's watching, people are going to see from the outside, here comes the offer in, but they have no idea how hard this girl works, and she is putting the work in daily.
Not only has Shellhammer's talents been noticed by the state of Indiana, but the entire country. She is on her way to play overseas in the United World Games representing the 16U Women's USA basketball team. 13 years old and playing for USA with girls 3 years above her age, Mom and Dad were shocked.
I was sitting in my office. I got a phone call from Chris Hansen, who started ESPN Hoop Girls, and he was like, hey, I have a 16U team that's going overseas. I'd like Riley to play on it. I said, Chris, she's 13. He goes, I know. He goes, she would be very good for this team. Love to have her.
To represent your country doing anything is a huge accomplishment. So to get that phone call for a 13-year-old to play and compete on a 16-year-old team is nothing short of amazing.
I was honestly shocked. I didn't expect it at such a young age. I mean, maybe in the future, but now I was just in shock, and I knew that I was going somewhere.
She's definitely going somewhere. Riley and her family leave tomorrow for Europe to support the 16U USA team. I'm Colin Craig for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and give us a like on Facebook.
Nice. Good.
It's a day that Indy 11 will never forget. The team will soon have a new place to call home after today's groundbreaking for their new stadium. Some of the players shared their excitement with us for the soon-to-come Indy 11 Park.
Well, as an athlete, you always want to perform at the best venues, and in my opinion, in the USL, this is going to be the best stadium. It just makes me very excited to be part of it, to be honest with you. And not only for Indy 11, but for the Indy as a community, it's going to bring a lot, and I feel that the community is very excited about it as well. Yeah.
A dream come true for Governor Eric Holcomb and the city of Indianapolis. The Indy 11 has officially broke ground on their new stadium today that will hold 20,000 fans. This stadium is the second biggest in the USL League and even bigger than some Major League Soccer stadiums. Urshal Ozdemir, founder of Indy 11, says this will bring more opportunity for the city of Indianapolis.
It will also create thousands of jobs at this site, which includes a 20,000-seat multi-purpose stadium, retail, restaurants, apartments, public plazas, office space, and hotels.
Improving the city and thousands of jobs, that's music to Governor Eric Holcomb's ears.
Folks are saying, where can I live? Where can I play? Where can I socialize? And this is going to offer it all. This really does check every box in terms of live, work, play, study, stay.
I'm Colin Craig with Wish TV, wishtv.com, and make sure to give us a like on Facebook.